Right, this is lesson 7.3 and we are multiplying polynomials. The main idea for multiplication is that we're going to use the distributive property to multiply. I'm going to show you two methods, so you have a choice of which one is more appealing to you. You may have seen these in the past, so you go with what works. Alright, so I'm going to show you this first problem, and a horizontal method and a box method. For horizontal method, looks like this. So I take my polynomials, let's rewrite them, and the distributive property occurs twice. I'm going to start with the x, and I'm going to multiply it times the entire group. So it looks like this. I'll be doing x times x plus 5. Okay, and then next I'm going to multiply by plus 2. So plus 2 times x plus 5. And then I distribute each group. So x times x and x times 5. And then finally the last grouping, 2 times x and 2 times 5 to get 2x plus 10. And then all that remains is that I combine like terms, so these right here, to get my final polynomial, which is x squared plus 7x plus 10. And this is the product. All right. Now, typically when I'm doing this, I usually actually skip this step. I don't show it. I just wanted to make sure you understood. Then I'm multiplying x times the entire group, and then I'm multiplying 2 times this entire group. But I will do that mentally in the next one, in the next example. All right, box method looks like this. Essentially, you're going to create a box with the dimensions of this polynomial. So this term has 2 terms. This polynomial has 2 terms. This one has 2 terms. So that means I'm going to have a 2 by 2 box. All right, you don't want to make it big enough because you're going to be writing inside the box. So it looks something like this. So here's the main box. Then I'm going to split it in half in 2 directions. So I have 2 rows and 2 columns. That's what I mean by 2 by 2. All right, and then I'm going to write each polynomial. One will be on the column headers, and one will be along the row headers, and it looks something like this. So for instance, I could put x plus 2 along the top here. So that would be x here and plus 2 here. And then x and plus 5. And I could have put the x plus 5 on the top as well, so that doesn't matter. And now it really becomes a multiplication table. So I'm just going to multiply x times x to get this entry here. So x times x, x squared. Then I multiply, for this box, I'm going to multiply this column header with this row header. So 2 times x. Okay, now this row here is 5 times whatever's up here. So it's 5 times x. And then 5 times 2. And we put all of these together. We're going to add all these terms. So we're going to add these together. Do note that there's like terms right here, so those will be combined to get our final polynomial, which is x squared plus 7x plus 10. All right, so just a different method, but the results are the same. And let's practice with both with each of these. When you do your assignment, you just pick one. All right, so let's look at the next example. I'm going to multiply these together. So first the horizontal method. Let me rewrite it. All right, I'm first going to distribute the 3x times the 2x, and then the 3x times the 3. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3 times 2, x times x. All right, and then I'm going to distribute and multiply 3x times negative 3, negative 9x. I've just completed distributing the 3x, and now I'm going to move to the minus 5x. So distributing, I'm going to multiply the group by negative 5. So negative 5 times 2x, that's negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 3, is positive 15. And then we combine like terms. And this is our product. Okay, one more time, let's use the box method. Again, this is a 2 by 2 polynomial, so 2 by 2 box is in order. All right, put one polynomial along the top, another along the row headers. The minus 5 goes, the minus goes with a 5. All right, so 2x here. The minus goes with the 3, so that would be along this row. All right, multiply together. So 2x times 3x, 6x squared. 2x times negative 5, negative 10x. Negative 3 times 3x. And then finally, negative 3 times negative 5. Locate your like terms, combine them, and write your final answer. And they are identical. Two methods, same results. All right, one more time. I'm going to show you with a little bit larger degree system, or has more terms, so it's a trinomial and a binomial, but horizontally first, so x minus 4 times x squared minus 3x minus 2. All right, so distribute first. The x this time is going to need to multiply 3 terms, and then we'll do the same thing with the 4. It will need to multiply 3 terms. So you can see there's a total of 6 multiplications. All right, so let's begin. X times this polynomial. X cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x. All right, the next one, negative 4x squared. Let me show you a little something handy to do sometimes when you're doing this multiplication. Sometimes it's handy just to stack the like terms. So right here, I have negative 4x squared. I could just stack it with the x squared term. All right, multiply and carefully make sure you pay attention to the sign. This is positive 12x, positive 8. All right, so I've got like terms stacked, and now I'm just going to add them together. And the result is x cubed, next column, minus 7x squared, next column, 10x, and then finally just the 8. This is the product. All right, box method. All right, so one thing's going to change. In the box method, we have a binomial, 2 terms, and we have a trinomial. So it's a 2 by 3 box that we need. So you can either do 3 rows or 3 columns, but we need one of them to be that. So I think I'm going to do 2 rows and 3 columns. I don't think I need it that big. Let me see. I need it to be a little wider if I'm going to do 3 columns. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows. So that means I'm going to put the trinomial along the top. So x squared minus 3x minus 2. And the x minus 4 will go here. Okay, so once again, we're going to do, you can see that there's going to be 6 multiplications. So the first box, look up and to the left, x cubed, multiplying x squared times x to the first, we add the exponents. All right, now here again, adding the exponents on the x's, that gives us an x squared, and we have the minus 3 multiplying it. Minus 2x. Okay, next one, negative 4 times each of these. Negative 4 times negative 3, that's positive 12 with an x. All right, and then this product, final multiplication, 8. All right, do you see the like terms? They're always diagonal to each other. So notice this, these are like terms, and then the next diagonal, those are like terms. So we're going to combine those and write the final result. So just go from the top left corner, add these together, and then add the final term. So we have an x cubed This combines to negative 7x squared. Remember that we're adding all these terms together, so this is not a multiplication again. It's adding these. So negative 4x squared plus negative 3x squared, negative 7x squared. Combining these, add them together, 12x plus negative 2x, 10x. And then finally, plus 8. Notice that these are identical. Two methods, same answer. All right, time for you to go to 7.3 in the book and do the practice.